everybody, Kay here. I am back at Bamboo Oasis with my friend Daryl. This is his great place. Be sure and go back and see some of the videos that I've done with Daryl here, especially that great complete tour in June, so you can see what his garden really looks like when it's full flush. Today we're going to go check on the snow peas and check out how did the bamboo trellis go. But I just wanted to, first of all, this is a new development here that he's just put in this year, and this is for deer deterrent, right?
Right.
So tell the audience what you're doing this year differently to protect your beans on your trellis.
Yeah, the problem I was having is I have the bean...
You got to face this way and say it this way.
The problem I was having is the beans are growing right against my outside fence, the edge of my garden fence. So the deer would just walk up from the outside and start nibbling and eating beans and leaves and things. So what I've done this year is I had some extra of the bamboo barrier. It's a real hard, dense plastic, black plastic. And I laid it down mostly to suppress weeds. I thought that would help me fight the weeds coming in from the outside. But now that I have it laid down there, I find that when I go and I walk on it, especially if there's some dew on it in the morning, it's like ice. It is so slippery. Even when it's dry, it's slippery. And I think that the deer trying to walk up and eat the beans are going to be slipping and sliding on it, and it might keep them away. I don't know. Just a guess. We'll see.
He's tilled this one area. He has a problem with ground ivy here, so he has to freshly till everything before he plants. Did you direct sow your beans? Or
yeah.
So they're direct sow. So you tilled it, put in your seeds, and now that's how much is coming back. Once they get up, are you going to put hay?
Mulch it. Yeah, I mulch it once they're tall enough.
With hay? Okay, cool. All right, let's go check out the peas. I thought you said that you only had one success, but I see 2 rows there.
No, everything's a success. So here's the snow pea patch, and here's the bamboo trellises still holding steady. Probably use them for several years. All right, on this side, I planted a double row on each side, all the way down. This is Oregon Sugar Pod 2, and I'm really impressed. It's going to get about as tall as the trellis. They are covered up in peas. On this side, I planted Oregon Giant on 2 sides all the way down, but I had real spotty germination, and so I dug up. When they were small, I dug up and concentrated them from here down. This is Oregon Giant. And then many weeks later, or a couple weeks had gone by, I planted with a third variety. This is called Avalanche. And it's just now starting to flower because it's behind the other ones. But Oregon Giant makes really nice big peas. Wow. Grab one and eat one raw, they're good.
Oh, man.
They're great.
Wow. I have never seen so many peas. I was impressed with my harvest yesterday, but this is incredible. If you let them go too long, they get tough. Right.
Yeah. Well, if you see the peas inside starting to swell up, it's time to get them. You know, you don't want them swelling up. That's when it's tough.
Don't really have to even cook them, you know. So good.
Oh, they're good. Just steam for about 10 minutes. Oh, man, they're great. Put some butter on them.
Oops. I hate to yank it.
Hey, and what somebody told me, look, see how you picked that? Okay, what somebody told me once, and I don't know that this is true, but they said you need to take it where you get rid of this also. You pick this and get rid of this also. It sends a signal to the plant that this pea has been picked. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right. So if you leave that, like if you pick like that and you leave that.
Oh yeah. Let me get that.
It thinks the pea is still there and it's still trying to mature seed, and you know it's not going to make as many new peas. Maybe it's not going to flower as much because it thinks it's being successful.
It really takes 2 hands to do it properly. I think.
It does.
Unless you're really good, which I guess you are.
Yeah.
Here's one. See, I would think.
Just have to use your thumbnail.
No, I did it again.
So you just got to get right in there and break that stem. Okay, so I put this bamboo thing here just as a marker for me to, I'm not going to pick
Well, that's a good idea.
anything here. This is all for seed. I'm going to let them go to maturity and be my seed for next year, and I'll eat the rest of these.
Oh, that is so smart. I didn't think to do that. I picked every one of mine yesterday. But they'll still, if you pick, they keep producing, right?
Yeah, but
to a point?
For a while, yeah, and then they stop. I mean, we're into...
Almost
They're going to stop sometime in June.
Yeah.
Because by the end of June, they're going to look pretty ragged, and I'm going to rip them out of here and replant and do a fall crop.
You're going to replant right away?
Yeah, late June. You plant late June, then you'll be eating snow peas in September and October.
Oh my goodness. Have you preserved any snow peas, or do you just eat them all?
No, I don't like them frozen. They don't seem to taste as good.
They're kind of tough.
I don't bother canning them or drying them. I just eat them fresh.
You get your supply in the summer. Now this one looks like you missed it and it's too big, right?
Yeah, that's, okay. Yeah, that has actually gone too far. It's going to be kind of tough on the pod, but I don't want that plant to make seed. This isn't in the section I'm making seed. So I'm going to pick it, and what we'll do is we'll just open that up and eat the peas and throw the pod away because it's probably going to be kind of tough.
All right. Starting at the trellises?
Yeah, where these tall ones are, yep, that's it. And just stop at the marker there. I mean, if they're still half size, don't pick them.
No, I'm not.
You know, make sure you're picking the real big ones because I want them to get to their full potential. It's going to be lower ones mostly that you're picking, the big ones.
Well, I'm going to try to do a better job next time.
And another, I don't know, I have no idea, but another reason these peas might be doing so good is I added Biocharge to the soil before I planted them.
Yeah. It could have.
Petey likes the peas. See, I hate to feed him when he sees where I'm getting it because he figures it out. Like he goes up and when green beans are coming in, he harvests his own green beans. He just goes out and grazes out there.
Yeah.
I don't want him starting to get on these, but he loves these things. He loves them. Don't you, Pete? You ready?
He's a vegetable kind of guy.
Good boy, Pete. You're a good dog. You're a good dog.
Have you been watering these because they're so plump?
No, I might have watered one time, but we've been getting adequate rain, so I haven't had to.
When you water, did you water with a hose? Yeah,
see I have, see this hose right here? Well, you can't see where, it goes up to the pond. I'm drawing water out of the pond from that's what I'm watering with. But the pressure's so low that, like, if I have to do a major watering during the heat of the summer, I'm going to have to switch back to the other one. It's just not enough water coming out.
Yeah.
Standing there all day.
Okay.
Can't really run a sprinkler off of it. Hey, stop. You're in my seed section.
This one?
Don't you see the marker?
Oh, I thought it was just that one.
No, no.
Okay, I didn't pull one.
This is for this, nothing down there.
Okay, I didn't pull one.
You don't touch it.
Oh, because you've got the different varieties. I'm sorry about it. I should have figured that out.
Don't you be picking your own now, Petey.
Well, we should have done a taste test for the different varieties.
I don't think you notice much of the difference.
You got so many here, though, so a lot of them are getting ahead of you.
I know. I can't believe it. We came on all of a sudden. I should not have skipped yesterday. Because, we had Sundays, the first we ate any. And then I thought, well, I won't pick on Monday, so they'll look real good on Tuesday for Kaye. But I should have.
The video's the most important thing. Some of these rascals are hard to get off.
Yep. This is one of the reasons I like to grow different varieties and you know, to try different ones out and see which ones are better. Well, this Oregon Sugar Pod 2, although the pods aren't quite as big as the Oregon Giant, it's making so many more peas than the Oregon Giant is. And so I'm thinking that this might be my favorite variety.
You always go like that.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I want them to be able to see it.
Yeah, okay, well, see?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Where's Petey? Petey, come here. There you go. Petey loves them too.
Just tell him they came out of the pot and not off the plant.
Yeah, he watches me and then he goes and gets his own.
Here's our haul, and we're going to go inside, and Daryl is going to make breakfast of sauteed, steamed.
I just steam them for about 10 minutes, slather them in butter, and wolf them down.
And coffee.
And we'll have some coffee.
Let's go. Just wanted to show you, I've been jealous of Daryl's bean trellis. You've got about 8 though, right? 1, 2,
yeah, there's
3,
8 panels.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, he's got 8 cattle panels. I'm not going to have that many, maybe 4 or 5, but I am going to be doing one as well because, you know, I got to have what Daryl has, right? Vineyard, bamboo trellis, pea trellis.
Australian Shepherd dog.
No. Daryl has a baby pineapple. And that's a year in the making?
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah,
wow.
It's still got a couple months to, you know, get bigger and ripen up, so.
It's so cute. I'm going to spare you the half hour it took for us to, you know, take the ends off the peas and for him to steam them. But if I could make coffee the way Daryl makes coffee, I would drink coffee. It's so fantastic. Oh, here they are.
Here you go, freshly steamed. I steamed these for 10 minutes.
Can't see you. Get over here.
Steamed these for 10 minutes, put a little butter and a little bit of salt on, and see if she likes them.
Alrighty, so.
What do you think?
No salt, right?
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. They're so perfect.
They are perfect.
How many minutes?
10 minutes steaming.
Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like, share with a friend. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Right now we're going to do the thumbnail.
Oh, I thought that was the thumbnail.
I was talking.
Okay.
You're talking on thumbnails.
I'm going to be eating one.
Good. Wow. So good.